Get over here. Do you really think when you are starting that you are a founder or a business owner? Let me tell you the truth so no one is deceiving you. Right now, you are simply a free service with a logo. People take your time, take your advice, and walk away without paying you a single dollar. And you call that validation. That is not validation. That is you working for free and feeling good about it. In this video, I'm going to walk you through why this is exactly the situation that you are in. Because picture it, you post something, you get a few likes, somebody leaves a warm comment, somebody even hops on a free call and says, yeah, this is interesting. Okay, I might use that someday. Something like that. And you walk away feeling like the market just told you, yeah, but maybe someone likes the post because it cost them nothing. Maybe they take a free call because, again, well, it's free. And maybe they say this is interesting because saying no to your face feels a little bit awkward. None of that is the market choosing you. That's people being nice. And here is the painful part. You take all that nice and you treat it like proof. So you build on top of it more content, a better landing page, a bigger plan. Weeks go by and months go by, and the business still does not move because you built on politeness, not on demand. So by the end of this video, you should know the exact difference between fake validation and real buyer evidence. And the one gate to set before you do another free call, and the uncomfortable part is I can abuse this exact framework inside RapidReed. And I almost did, and I will show you where. So this is day 5 of the RapidReed log, following Alex Hormozi tactics and methods until I reach the 100K MRR. And today's framework is stage 0, free validation. So yesterday I used stage 1 first sale, and that is the gate where a real buyer has to put money on the table. It's useful, but there is a step that sits even before that gate, and almost everyone skips past it. Stage 0. Before you prove the first sale, you have to prove the pain is real and the demand is real without lying to yourself about what counts. That is the whole framework. And most people fail it without ever knowing why they failed it. So here is the trap. Free validation feels exactly like real validation. That is why it's dangerous. Let me say it plain and simple. Free validation is any signal that costs the other person nothing. A like can cost him nothing, a nice comment costs nothing, a free call costs them nothing. Looks cool or keep going or cheering at you costs them nothing. Therefore, it proves nothing. It only proves they are willing to be nice to you for free. Now, real validation is different. Real validation costs the other person something, their money, their time, in a way they would protect a real yes or a real no, a specific problem they actually admit out loud, a booked next step they have to show up for. That is the line. If it costs them nothing, it's not evidence yet. Now, the framework in plain English. Stage 0 is a stage length. First, you name the stage you are actually in. Are you validating the pain? Or are you pretending you are already validating and skipping ahead? Because most people import a later stage solution into an earlier stage problem. They start scaling a thing nobody has paid for. They build the funnel for a demand that does not exist yet. So step 1, you name the stage honestly. Step 2, write down what would actually count as real evidence today and what is just nice. Then comes step 3. You run the cheapest test that forces the other person to spend something real. Not a maybe I'm gonna use this or Here is the thing, is it a yes or no? Not soft. Step 4, you log what actually happened, not what you wished that could have happened. Step 5, change one thing based on that evidence. And here is where people use it wrong. They turn validation into compliment collecting. They go ask their friends who already love them, and of course, the friends say yes. They make the test so free and so easy that everybody says yes, because saying yes is comfortable and means nothing. They look at the calendar full of free calls and think that it is demand. This is not demand. This is you being a free service nobody decided to pay for yet. So before you build the next thing, run the framework page in the description. It is a simple free validation checklist. It separates the nice signals from the real ones. So you stop fooling yourself. Now for RapidReed. This one stings because I almost broke my own rule. Picture me finish a free revenue leak teardown. I show the person their leaks. They go, wow, that's really helpful, and thank you very much for that. And I feel great. I want to write that down as validation. But did they move? No. A teardown that ends in thanks that helped and nothing else is not buyer evidence. It is a free gift they were happy to accept. Therefore, by my own framework, this is stage 0 free validation. Not the real thing. It only becomes real if it creates the next buyer movement. So the front door for RapidReed is still the free revenue leak teardown. The buyer lane is owner, operator, service founders, people already running a real business that are close enough to feel the leaks. The partner lane, the fractionals, the advisors who can introduce me still exist, but that's a different job. The buyer lane is where the real evidence lives. So here is my honest progress. The outreach already went out, and what tends to come back first is the soft stuff. I like, I'm still interested, or usually just silence. And stage 0 is forcing me to do the uncomfortable thing, which is refuse to log any of that as validation. Today, nobody has put money on the table. The first 5 teardown seats are still open. That's the current real estate, not a story that I'm just telling myself. So the verdict on this framework is simple. Stage 0 free validation fits RapidReed right now fully. This is not a later stage idea for me. This is exactly the stage I'm in. The leak is that I could mistake politeness for demand. The repair is to only count signals that cost the buyer something. And the metric is honest. Did this create a real next move? Yes or a no? If it's a yes, I keep going. If it's a no, I stop building and go get a signal that actually costs someone something. And if you're watching this and your business keeps leaking money or time, the front door is always the free revenue leak teardown. That is where I show you the leak and where you can really patch it. Tomorrow I come back with the next rule from the queue. But the lesson today does not change. Stop counting nice as validation. See ya.